Good morning, yarn tubers. Welcome back to Wanderlust Crochet with Dana and Jack. Get up here so you can say hello. You can say hello. Yeah, he's looking for cookies. He's looking for cookies. He was in there, snuggled up underneath the quilt that Tammy made for me. I tried to tell him, that's not yours, that's mine. Okay, get rid of that. Okay. Okay, mister. Are you going to let me crochet with the girls this morning? Are ya? No. Oh, no. We're not gonna. Okay. Let's see. Let's share it out, shall we? Let's see. I got to go to this other one. I don't know what it's going to look like when I bring up this other. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird. Hopefully not. Oh, I don't like the thumbnail. I wonder if I can fix that. I didn't think about the thumbnail. Let's see. Where? Okay, so it's shared out there. Let's see. I can't see the chat. Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, deal. Hi, sweetheart. We haven't talked in a while. How are both of you doing this morning? Good to see you. Good to see you. Now let's go over here. Share it out here. Here we go. Okay. I don't think I can fix that thumbnail. That's a Crochet Society project that it's still in the house. I don't think I even have it out here. Michelle! Gloria! Oh, Jeanette, thank you. Okay. Fruit garden, you guys. First of all, we gotta get rid of that. We've been doing this lately. Using this, where's the camera? Ideal Radiance. It's probably backwards. Okay. Oh, from Texas. Okay. So I'm doing a giveaway of this stuff over on the other channel. Let's see. Okay, here it goes. We're going to do it again. And that scratch on my chin just goes away. I don't wear makeup, you guys, but that scratch was just like a beacon in the night. Oh, congratulations to your daughter, Michelle. Okay, you guys. Rub that in. So I got to wipe that off so it doesn't get on my there washcloth I used for washing my face this morning. There we go. Okay. Hi, Carrie. Okay, let's get to work. I'll explain to you guys where I'm at on this acanthus. The acanthus is the rectangular one in the fruit garden blanket. And it's the extensive one. So this one, so there's 8 of these, but most of them look like this with the 6 leaf stems. Carrie, I'm giving it away over on the other channel. Good morning, Ileana. I'm giving it away over on the other channel, and that link is in the description box. So yeah, my scratch almost completely disappeared there. It's almost healed now. So Okay, so this part of this round 9 of the acanthus has these leaf stems in them. It has 6 of them, right? And on one of them, after I did all my ends and it was all looking pretty, except I was missing one of my leaf stems. I ended up clipping that whole round out of this one last night. Look at all my stitch markers. And these with the leaf stems have even more stitch markers in them. But and I even had gone on and started doing round 10 with these leaves going around the leaf stems. And like there's 2 of them that are spear shaped. I am not happy with how my spear shaped my I call them like a fleur-de-lis, but they mine do not look as nice and clean as hers do. But it's got 4 of the round leaves on round 10 and then 2 of the spears. So it's starting to get more rectangular, right? So I have 2 of them done to round 10, but then I found out of the 8, this one, those leaf stems, I had missed a leaf stem. So I'll be working on that. Yeah, like a Christmas tree. Yeah. Lots of stitch markers. Especially these. These are just like blah, blah, blah. Stitch markers galore, you guys. So this morning I'm redoing that round 9 on the acanthus. Let me show you what I have so far. And for those of you that don't know, this is the Fruit Garden Cal by Janie Crow. And that playlist is linked in the description box. So let me get that out of the way and put this one right here, because that's what I'm going to be working on. And I'm using Night in the Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo and Cotton. Okay. I aspirated in my sleep last night. Good morning, Robin. I just sent you a gift. I sent you some of this that I just put on my chin. Okay. Let me show you what I've got so far. Let me get the whole bag over here. Okay. I've got coffee too. I even have another pot ready to go just as soon as I'm done with this cup. Yeah, I sent you the light, and then I placed an order for Amber, and as soon as I hit, click the finalize the order, I realized I sent her the light and not the light medium that she wanted. So she's getting 2. But she's special, so she gets 2, and she can share one. She can check to see if it's the right, which shade is actually right for her. Probably the one she asked for. Okay, so first of all, here is the these are the purple asters, and there are 4 of these. I love that one. I love those frilly little picots all the way around. Love it. Love that person. She is special. She gets 2. One is light and one is medium, light medium. Oh, I know. She's going through some stuff, but I think she can handle it. She's pretty tough. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Okay, so here's what I have so far that is actually joined together. So it's like in a square. So here we go. There it is. So what have we got here? We've got, the first one was Forget-Me-Nots. There were 8 of those. And then there were the Columbines. And then we did the Clementines. Those go in the corners of the center part of the blanket. Thank you, Jeanette. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? It's not as pretty as Janie's. I've got a little bit different colors going on. I kind of went a little rogue, but I really like this. This Stylecraft Naturals, bamboo and cotton. I love how this is going to drape just perfectly. Thanks, Amber. Yeah. Oh, I love all of them. I look at the Columbines and then I'm like, oh, that's my favorite. Then I look at the next one. Oh, that's my favorite. So anyway, that's where we are. Here on the Yarn Bus 1.3. Yarn Bus 1.3 now. So keeping those in a bag. Love them. Okay, this is the Forget-Me-Not bag. Where's the bag? Okay, and there's the bag for the purple asters. Trying to keep all the... Hi, Lisa. And the purple asters, I'll join them in as soon as I get done with this particular part of the what's that called? Acanthus. But yeah, that'll get joined in with the rest of those. And I might show those again because not everybody's going to come in at the same time. So there's that. Yeah. So this morning I'm working on that round 9 again because I screwed it up on this one. But, and she used a mint on this round, and I went with Ocean, and I like that more muted. I really like that more muted. She likes really a big contrast, and I like a little more muted. I'm really excited to enter this blanket in the fair. Never entered anything in the fair before, so... Jack is doing really good. He's over there in his bed. He's in his bed. Yes, good boy. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, hop on up and I'll give you a cookie. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'll give you a cookie. Yeah. Do you want a cookie? Here you go. Oh. Starving to death. He hasn't ate in months. Hasn't ate a morsel in months. He's a starving dog. Now, yesterday, he went and entered. Oh, good job, Carrie. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. We went to the groomer yesterday, and I think he likes that lady. She was nice to him. Yeah. Now he's all soft and clean and brushed out, and he won't shed for probably another 12 hours. Okay, hop down. Hop down. Good boy. Good boy. You want a cookie? I bet you'd like these. They came from the farm store. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so I need to get this one looking like this one so that I can get them all caught up to these. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get to, he is so pretty. And he's very soft right now. Very soft and clean. Even though he went out and rolled in the grass. Who here is actually working on their fruit garden blanket this morning with me? I'm sure, not everybody is. We're all on different timelines, right? Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. This is the acanthus, and it's growing. Not Robin. Okay, yeah. It's growing. And you're making a scarf. Okay, so for those of you who missed it, on this particular set of patterns, I made 4 of these. That's right, she's designing a market bag. I made 4 of these. The purple asters. And I will be, as soon as I get done with this particular part of the acanthus, I'll be joining it. I should just leave these open so I can show you guys. It'll be joined in with the rest of these. Yay! So there's that. Yay! So that's how I'm doing on my fruit garden. She made herself a soap. What do you call those? It's not a soap cozy, soap bag. Is it called a soap bag? What are they called? She just designed her own. She's becoming a designer now. You're going to have to take that class with the American Crochet Association. I know I'm going to be taking it, but I want to go through what I've got going on right now, kind of hang with the soap saver. That's right. She designed a soap saver, and it's really cool, you guys. And you will be writing that pattern down and sharing it with me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, my phone keeps vibrating at me. There's Robin. I was talking to that Robin. Yeah, like soon. Let's see. Okay, we're good there. Now I got to bring up my Dropbox so I can bring up the fruit garden. It's early. It's just a little after 7 this morning. Earlier than I thought I was going to do this, but I'm an early person. I'm going to be careful here because this is a touch screen, but I got stuff on my screen. What did I do? Spit on it? Okay. Because that's pretty. Okay, let's get back to round 9 where I messed it up. Round 8. No, there's round 9. Okay, on this next round, this is 8, 7, 6. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. Yes, I have. I got to make sure you're all up. If I'm up, you're up. You rad girls. If I'm up, you're up. Third, let's see. Before any. Okay, right there. Right there is where I'm supposed to join. Okay. See, once I get these all done. Hi, Ellie. What is everybody working on? We know what Robin's working on. What is and we've got a scarf going on. Lisa's making a scarf. What? I am kind of an early riser, and I'm also early to bed because I'm old people and I go to bed. Okay, I gotta join in. Do. A minute. 1, 2, 3. I am not a fast crocheter on this blanket. I am very methodical. Wow, I need some light. You guys aren't going to like this, but I'm putting on my Sarah. I'm trying to finish a sunflower granny square bag work in the hand. Okay, so crochet 365 or 365 crochet. Oh, stitch markers, nice. I got to tell you this story. Let me grab my neck light. I got old eyes. I've got 20/10 or 10/20 vision in one eye and 20/15 or 15/20 vision in the other eye. But when it comes to close-up work, I got old lady eyes. You guys might. I'll be snoring. Well, I love the lobby hanging out, the people watching. That was fun. Okay, so sunflower granny square bag. Okay, so let me find the picture that was sent to me one day by one of my truck driving buddies. She loves, here it is. She loves sunflowers, and apparently that's how she decorates her house. Now, and she said, "Can you make this?" This is a bag. This is a market bag from this designer. And she said, "Can you make this into a blanket for me?" And I'm like, I'll just add it to my list. So I told her it'd be this fall at least before I got started. And it's made out of are you Crochet 365? So that's what this is. Crochet 365. Let me see if I can find her. I'm gonna link her vlog. Crochet 365. Oh, I have pop-ups. Oh, search the sunflower. Okay, so sweet summer sunflower bag. I'm gonna send you this particular post. Okay, and so what she wants is a throw for her couch. So I added it to my sweet summer sunflower bag, right? And I'm gonna make it a throw for her. Probably 3x4. We'll see how far. And so you guys can check her out. I'm on her mailing list. She is really got it together. She does all the things, with the email newsletters and these vlog posts, and this gal is really on top of things, not like me. Oh yeah. So I got that pattern from her. I can't remember. Is that a paid pattern? Let me see. This is the simple Starburst Granny we learned last week in Summery Colors and Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton Yarn. So this is going to be a whole Afghan in I Love This Cotton. Are you, Sarah, are you making it out of I Love This Cotton, or are you using something else? Look at me getting distracted. Okay. Let me get back to round 9. Okay, here we go. We're starting the repeat. You're using acrylic? Are you using I Love This Yarn acrylic or something else? I'm going to go with the I Love This Cotton. Because, that's the picture she felt. Okay, hey, you know what? We do what we got to do, right? Hi, sweetie. How are you? I was just watching your video yesterday. You think it's Red Heart? I sent her some stuff. And she let me find that. Hang on. I'm going to share the link to that video. No, not Facebook. I want YouTube. I want. There we go. Let's see if I can find a link to that. There we go. Demetra. Okay. Here it is. Copy. Okay, let's put that link in here. There's her video, the stuff that I sent her. Not a lot, just a little stuff because she won from me quite a while back, and it took me a while to get it to her. So I apologize again for being so late, but I usually eventually get stuff done, even if I fall behind. That was pretty late. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm starting the repeat, you guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see, right? Oh, yeah, I remember this now. Okay. It's all coming back to me because I've done those green leaves since then. So going back, it's like once I finish, doing all four, I let it fly away from my brain. I let it go because, oh, I'm so glad. I let it go because I only have so much room up here and there's not a lot. So, okay, got that. Let's do it again. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, where are we? 1, 3. There we go. There. We're getting there. Do it again. Oh, then we got paragraph. Now we're here. Sometimes finding that skip chain at the top of these leaves and leaf stems takes a bit. I really worked hard on finding those all on these last night. That's what I worked on. Was getting all my stitch markers in place. Ah! Okay. And I need more stitch markers now because I'm going to be doing these leaf stems, and finding those skipped chains at the tip of these leaf stems is a bit challenging. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I know. I ended up buying this great big thing. I forget where I bought it. Probably Amazon. And this may not be enough. It might be. We'll see. But then I end up working on something like this. This has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This has 14 stitch markers in it. All of these do. The ones that I haven't done round 10 on, but even on round 10, I have 10 stitch markers in that one. Okay. To the next 5, slip stitch into the stitch at the base. Okay. There we go. Skip 1. Oh, good. You guys are all talking. Stitch marker. If I do it now, then it's not such a struggle later on, I found, trying to find that skip stitch at the top. Okay. It is still kind of a... There, got it. This is a methodical pattern. Good morning, Cindy. I am not whizzing along on this pattern, that's for sure. I'm very methodical. 4. Okay. What are you working on today, Cindy? I need the perfect chair, rest, something I can set my elbows on when I'm working up, kind of so that my shoulders are actually supported. Okay, there we go. There we go. Should have put a stitch marker in some more of this stuff, but I'm making it. I'm getting there. Okay. Then I got to do another leaf stem. Okay. It really isn't that hard. And round 10 with those spear-shaped leaves, I just had to take a little time. She actually kind of wrote out a diagram. Hey, Angela, miss you too. I'm doing good. How are you? So I just had to take a little time to study the video, do my first one, and then it didn't take long for me to kind of get that repeat in my head on how it worked. Because I copied her diagram, made my own, made sure I had one right in front of me. And now I'm pretty good with round 10. For those of you who don't know, this acanthus flower is going to go really big and really complicated. But we take it in bite-sized pieces, thanks to Jane Crowfoot and the way she spaced it out for us. So I'm just taking it, one stitch at a time. Mine doesn't look as neat as hers, but I'm doing my best. And see how I stack up against a lot of other really experienced crocheters at the county fair this year. That's just a hair too sweet. Okay, I got my stitch marker in there. Slip stitch at the base. Okay, there we go. So I'm getting my leaf stems done. Oh, don't drop it, Nana. Oh, having a little trouble here. I'm going to separate those two and get it through there. Get it through there. I can't. Oh, missing you too, sweetie. Thank you. For some reason, I can't do a slip stitch this morning. Come on. Get through there. There we go. Boy, that was a battle. Okay. Made it kind of loose, but that's okay. All right, now. Something just buzzed at me. Oh, whatever. Okay. And then I got to go in here. I got to make 6 of these. So I got 2 of them. I got to make a 3rd one. And then did I skip one picot and make 3 more and join? Okay. I know. You think after all these years I'd be able to, I'd have the dexterity. Doris, good morning, Doris. What are you working on? I'm working on the acanthus. Yay. So I got that one, and the next 5. Here we go. Finding a skipped chain space. Hi, Ellen. What are you working on? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Find that loop. There we go. Okay, there and there. I'm pinning these thin leaves from round, see this 9, 8, 7, 6, I think. I'm pinning them to round 8. There we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. And, you know, I'm working on waking up. Good, Doris. Good deal. Oh, my goodness, honey. How are you, Crystal? Good to see you. I'm working on this morning. What are you working on? Are you testing a pattern again? You are such a pattern tester, and you do a lot of work, a lot of stuff, plus working. I'm working on the acanthus portion of my fruit garden blanket. I'm about ready to finish my first cup of coffee and perk my second. Just got up. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Okay. Since more people have come in, I'm going to show you. Okay, so the purple aster squares, there's 4 of these. I left that open for a reason. Okay. So there's the purple aster square. I made 4 of those. I think that one's my favorite. I keep saying, oh no, that one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. Okay, and then here are the squares I have put together so far. Sorry, I got a little runny nose. Okay. There. So it's coming together. Hi, Denny. Yeah, I don't have the droplet thing going on. This is about just coming in and chatting and having a good time. Thank you, Ellen. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of this. Yes. So Forget Me Not was the first square, then the Columbine, and then the Clementine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay. Well, that's why I show you, right? Let's be real. That's why I show you. Plus, I hope to inspire others to do their own. And the link to that playlist, Janie's, okay, Ellen. Thank you, Denny. To Janie's playlist is in the description box. Now, those videos aren't tutorials. They are, thanks, Angela. They are like companion videos for the pattern. Now, the pattern is free from the Stylecraft website. You just go to Stylecraft and you look up CALs, crochet alongs, and you'll find it. And that's what I'm going off of. But I also bought the book. I have no idea where the book is. It's in the truck. And the book is great, but it's written, okay, Cindy. The book is great. It's beautiful, and I love it, and I'm so glad that I bought it. But to me, it's more like a coffee table book. It's not very big. It's about the size of this book, which I like that. But it's beautiful. It's written in UK terms, and yeah, if I had, or if I wasn't living in the Yarn Bus, I would have that laid out on my coffee table with something like this. And so anyway, all right. So I got 3. Let's get back over here in the light. Get in the light. There we go. I figured it would take me a while. Oh, thank you, Crystal. It is a lovely book. It is not necessary to do this project, but because she has the free videos in the playlist that are companion videos, they don't show you every step by step like a tutorial for the whole blanket, but there are things, there are a lot of videos in there, and it's a companion to the written downloaded pattern. Okay. All right. There we go. 3 leaf stems out of 6 done here. Okay. Slip stitch into the base of the third. Yeah. Chain by 1 single crochet into it. Okay. There we go. Yes. Danny doesn't like crochet books? Really? Oh, I love them. I want a whole library full of crochet books, plus other books, but I love crochet books. Repeat from. Where repeat from. Where's the S? Okay. He's chewing on his chewy. I can hear him. He's a chewy dog. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side of this rectangle. I got one side done for round 9. Now I'm starting on the other side of round 9. Okay, Denny, give me something too, would you? Actually, I can't eat for another hour and 20 minutes. I love the books. You know, videos are nice, and I like to listen to tutorial videos while I'm driving. Like I'll run a whole playlist like Janie Crow's playlist on the fruit garden, because I imagine those stitches in my head while I'm driving and it passes the time. And that's when I'm not listening to a crochet murder mystery. I love those. I'm not really into murder mysteries, but I love how this, like, what is her name? Betty Hechtman, something like that. I love how her crochet and the crochet group that she's a part of are like, it's like they come along with these mysteries. Okay, Demetra. Oh, Doris, that's right. You're doing this too. So I have a 6-hour window. I have from 9 to 3. What are you working on? Oh, I know how to do this now. I can do this side now. Oh, I can do this now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I stop eating by 3 o'clock, whether I've ate everything I wanted to eat or not. And man, I tell you, I've had like pretty small meals for the last week because I've been busy. And I'm trying to get over that 8 to 11 or 12. See, that 3 or 4 hours, you're a rock star. I give myself 6 so that I have an 18-hour fast. And with my, let's just call it what it is. It's an eating disorder. The great thing is, I spend less time worrying about when I'm going to cook, what I'm going to eat. I mean, that still happens, but I spend less time doing it. And I'm pushing through like a moment right now. I get this feeling that starts like in the back of the roof of my mouth, goes into the back of my throat, and I can feel it kind of in my stomach. And I think it's a craving. I don't think it's hunger. I really don't know what hunger feels like. But it's like a chemical thing that's going on right now. I think I have mouth hunger. I constantly want to be putting food in my mouth, just constantly. I'd be sitting here eating chips or something. And that's, I think that's an eating disorder. And I've always had this problem. Well, always, all of my adult life. And so now, I'm breathing, I remind myself, you are not starving. You are fine. Cool. Good deal, Doris. That's stop at 8, begin again at 11. Okay. I'm doing 18 hours. Sometimes like something happens and like the other day I didn't get to eat a steak until like I got done around 6. So I just waited the next day till my 18 hours were up and I ate a meal and then I quit. And now I'm back on my eating from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm not eating the whole time. Thank you, Doris. It is hard. It is hard. It is mentally hard. It's not physically hard. It's freeing me up, really. It's mentally hard because of my poor eating, habits. Eating disorder. Let's just call it what it is. It's an eating disorder. So, and I was never starved as a child. Nothing like that. It's emotional eating. It's an emotional thing. This might be most of you already know this, that, years ago I did drugs. Yes, it is hard. And I drank, I did all the things to get through some feelings, some memories, some things, and that is how I coped because I didn't have healthy coping skills. Well, now, my only real bad habit left is overeating and eating constantly. And it's an emotional thing. So I've listened to a lot of playlists on the carnivore diet, and one of them, Laura Spath, she is great. It's both. It's both, Carrie. I do feel better. I've been listening to this one doctor. I can't think of his name right now, but he talks about, he is not a specific diet kind of advocate. He talks about fasting, intermittent fasting, longer fasting, short fasting, different kinds of fasting. And he talks about what happens to us biologically when we do that. And I'm like, okay, I'm all for that. Human growth hormone that gets stimulated, you betcha. I'm going for that because I need all that young person stuff. That, and I use my patches that stimulate my stem cells. And let me tell you, I'm feeling younger with, the patches, the diet, the fasting. What is his name? Laura Spath, she's great because she talks about her emotional eating habits, and she's lost. I mean, she's just done it. She was big like me. I weighed 310 on my wedding day. So thankfully I'm well below that now. Obviously I gained some back, and that's what stopped me. I'm like, no, I'm not going back to that. So that is why I was looking for, make sure I got 3 going here. 3, 3, 3. With all my rattling away. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3. Skip 1 and then 1. Okay. I do feel better physically. And I'm going to find him because he is the guy. He's the guy. You guys hang on. And he has playlists. I'm just going to search Dr. Fasting. What is his? There he is. There he is. Jason Fung is his name. And I'm going to, he's talking about, whatever you want to do as far as what you feel is your healthiest eating habits. Okay, let's just change that. Okay. The truth, intermittent fasting, time restricted eatings. Okay. View full playlist. Let's see. Okay. And I will, Jason Fung, there's intermittent fasting, time restricted eating, and extended something. Here's the playlist that I'll share with you guys. Okay, Doris, I'll link. That's Laura Spath. Okay, so here's Dr. Jason Fung. Dr. Jason Fung talks about intermittent fasting and all those things. And he is not telling you what to eat. He's telling you the research and the science behind, time restricted eating. So he's great. Now I will link Laura Spath. She's great because she does talk about, she does the carnivore. She, I'm going to link this playlist that is all of her videos. Here's the link to all of her videos. And I just went from the oldest, and I'm still listening to them in order through to the newest. And here's that link. She talks about emotional eating. She is great. I like Dr. Berg. I take one of his supplements. It's a cortisol and adrenal support supplement. I also take the other guy. He's not truly carnivore anymore, but he's a doctor. And he lives down in South America. Paul Saladino. Is that who I'm thinking of? Is he the guy who lives down south? Let's see. Paul Saladino. Yeah, he's the guy who lives down south. Now he has added back in some fruit, and he has some arguments for adding fruit in to our carnivore diets. And I don't watch him a lot because he's usually on camera without a shirt on. Give me a break. Hello. But otherwise, I really respect the guy, and I take a lot of his supplements. I've got 2 bottles right here. I have 3 more in the cupboard. This is beef organs. They say you need to eat a lot of beef, or a lot of animal organ meat, and I don't like organ meat. So he has freeze dried it and put them in capsules. And then there's fire starter, regenerative. Yeah, I like his stuff. Okay, but Laura Spath is great. She she talks about emotional eating, and that's my problem, is emotional eating. Okay, get back to work here, Dana. I'm going to do another leaf step. My mom used to force feed me as a baby. That started all my... Yes. Oh, I'm so glad, because I have never gotten it under control. And this whole 18-hour fast thing is really... There's a lot of breathing. There's a lot of knowing that when that craving comes, I know that, what's his name? The B4. Oh, Dr. Here, I'll send you to his YouTube channel. Paul Saladino. Oh, shush, Paul. Okay, he's great. And Dr. Berg also has, okay, so Paul Saladino, he's the meat, dried organs, doctor. And then I'll link you to the other doctor where I did the cortisol. Hi, Karen. Hi, Dolly. Yeah, me too. So there's Paul Saladino's channel, and then the other guy is Dr. Berg. Okay, so Dr. Berg, let's put this on here. Not Berg. Dr. Eric Berg. Okay, no, I don't want to hear that. Okay, and here's a link to Dr. Eric Berg. He has supplements too, and that's the one that I'm taking every night, that is a cortisol adrenal support supplement. Okay, paste. Okay, Karen, I want to show off what I'm doing. We'll get off of this emotional eating diet talk. Working on my acanthus. There's 8 of these. That's through round 9, and I'm fixing round 9 on this one. This is through round 10. Now, my leaves aren't especially these spear leaves. I call them like a fleur-de-lis, but mine aren't as nice as hers, but I did my best. She's just, let's face it, she's 10 times the crocheter that I am. So that's the acanthus. And here's the purple aster that I did. That's the last 4 squares that I finished, just the purple aster. And then the ones that I have put together, yay. Oh, that's the back side. Sorry. That's the back side. Okay. These are the squares I've put together. And then as soon as I finish this particular set of instructions for the acanthus, then I'll add in the I'll add in the purple aster to these and just keep going. Okay, how'd you finally get through being on drugs, drinking? What was your rock bottom. I'm always wondering since I know. So, okay, drinking. Technically, you could say, thank you, Karen. Technically, you could say that I'm an alcoholic, but seriously, that and smoking, it was just like, okay, I'm done with this. It's a waste of money. It's a burden. And I mean, I couldn't drive down the road without having a Kago pop in my hand and a cigarette. So I was taking a drink, taking a smoke, and shifting because I drove a 5-speed. And oh my goodness, it was just a complicated way to drive. And I couldn't go down the road without the two of them, a soda, massive, and then drinking. That was all about. So the drinking for me wasn't, I don't feel like I had a alcoholic addiction to alcohol, which is great because alcohol works in your body the same way sugar does, very similar in what it does biologically. So to me, I was addicted to the bar scene and looking for some fulfillment to, numb that pain that was always there. So I finally just said, okay, enough of that, and went to more eating. So I replaced it with eating. Now, the drugs, the problem with meth, you guys, is here's how it started. I didn't try it by choice. This guy from my hometown, I'm going to call him David, just David. So my hometown is up in the gorge, the Dalles, Oregon, and I was living in Southeast Portland at the time, and I saw him at a bar, and I really wasn't doing a lot of, bar time at that time, but I ran into him at the bar and I just gave him a ride home. He was like crashing, couch surfing with some people there in town, and then I went on home. Didn't go home with the guy, not like that, but which that used to be kind of part of my numbing. I was, let's just say it, I was promiscuous because I was looking for a numbing. But then, and that was just a weekend that I spent in the Dalles, and I went home and and he gets a hold of me, and he really forcefully manipulated his way into moving in with me. And one evening I came home after a meeting or something, and he handed me remember Herbalife had this energy tea. Oh, it was so good. And it was what was in it? Stuff that's banned now. Ephedrine. There was ephedrine in it, and I loved it. Loved that stuff. And he handed me he had made me a cup of tea. Well, okay, that was very nice of you. And we were getting ready to go out with friends. He had put meth in my tea. Oh, yeah. Oh, I might listen to that. He put meth in my tea. And it was, first of all, after I was drinking it, he kept saying, "Good tea, huh, babe? Good tea, huh, babe?" And he said it like 10 times. Finally, it dawned on me what he had done, because I had come home like a day or two before and caught him doing meth in my house. I'm like, "You get that crap out of my house." I was really indignant, and don't you bring that crap into my life, So I went in the bathroom, and the bathroom was so small that sitting on the toilet, I could lean my head against the wall, and I cried because I was so scared of what was going to happen to me. Well, then it kicked in. We partied for a day and a half. It was instant addiction. 4, 5, 6. And then it was years before I finally was living in a place where I didn't know where to get it, and I was too chicken to go find it. So I just stayed off of it. And that was tough because I wanted it. I wanted it bad. But I never went off on it again. So it was circumstances, Carrie, that got me to quit doing the drugs. and I never went back on. I got rid of, finally at one point, yes, he did. It was circumstances. Yeah, and I was too afraid to go look for it. I was in a place, that I didn't really know yet, and it was circumstances that got me out. I don't know that I was that strong, but that stuff can really grip people, and I think others would have gone looking for it and chanced, running into a situation where they would have got caught. I was afraid of getting caught. So that's where I quit. Thank you, Carrie. I'm glad I quit too. And every couple of 3, 4, 5 years, I'll have a dream about it. So yeah, there's some addiction there. Don't let me tell you that I'm not addicted to that. But now it's like, okay, I had a dream about it, move on. So I moved on. So there's my big confession, you guys. That was, let's just say, I haven't had a very virtuous life. And I feel like have you heard that song by Tim McGraw, Better Than I Used to Be? That's what, thank God he's away from you and you're away from that. No, I've been through some crazy stuff at 40. Yes, Dolly. Oh, yes. God brought me through all that. There is no doubt. It wasn't me. It was God. Absolutely. He gets all the credit for doing that. Because I am a weak person. Which is why, now I'm struggling with the food addiction and the food addiction and the emotional eating and that big, snowball and vicious cycle. I'm dealing with that now. And let me tell you, one of my biggest sources of pain in my life was college and my college boyfriend. And we're friends today, and it's all good. I'm not angry with him. I made stupid decisions, and I'm, reflecting back on some of those stupid decisions. And we were both really immature. I was 10 times more immature than he was, and all the things. But we're friends today, and I'm glad to be friends with him. But it has brought up some reflection, and that's something I've been going through a lot for the last 3, 4 weeks, maybe a month or so. It is good to talk to him, but yeah, I don't want to go back to that way of thinking again, that immaturity and it just snowballed from there. I mean, I was kind of on that immature track and self-destructive track when I met him, but I thought he was going to be the be all and end all in my life, and it didn't work out that way. And so I was dealing with so much pain there, so much. Probably one of the biggest sources of pain I ever dealt with in my life. And I look back now and I realize maybe I didn't really deal with all of that pain because I did things, the numbing. I kept doing things in a way of coping and trying to smooth out that pain, and they weren't working. They were just self-destructive. I'm so glad that you're cancer-free. Oh, I'm so sorry. We get things going on in our lives that work against us. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you overeat or that you've gained weight because you have no self-control, because you're just not a good person, because you have no self-control. Those people have no clue what they're talking about, and the chemical things that go on in our body that cause us to think that we need that potato chip, that, whatever it is. I'm happy you ended up with who you did too. I like the crochet king of the world. He's a good guy. Thank you, Karen. Yes, we are not weak because we eat potatoes and gravy or all the carbs and all the sugar and, you know, we are not weak. Honestly, the food companies are working against us so that we do have chemical responses to the food we eat, so that our body tells us we have to keep eating that stuff. There's a whole science behind these food companies, pushing that stuff on us so that we have these chemical reactions, which cause us to gain weight and cause our bodies to tell us that we need to eat more of that. Yeah. There are a lot of things working against us. Hi, Trudy. Yes, food is very constant. Comfort food. Oh, comfort food. You know how much I would love to have like a baked potato soup, with cheese and bacon in it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is not what I'm doing here. Okay, you got to talking, Danny. You went off on a tangent. Here we go. Okay, so I have 2 more leaf stems to go on this to get this particular square back on track before I had to clip out that whole round after I'd got all the ends taken care of and was ready to move on to round 10. But I cut it all out last night because I had 5 leaf stems on here instead of 6. Here we go. Okay, get a stitch marker ready. Get my light up here so I can see what I'm doing. It's not like it's a hard pattern to remember. It's the dexterity and the actual muscle memory and crochet skill. I am doing my best, but I am not a KB Fibers. I am not a Janie Crow. I am not some of these people, but I'm doing my best and I'm trying to make the end result something I can live with. And hopefully the judges at the county fair like it. Yeah, I got a feeling I got some pretty stiff competition. You're working on a baby blanket. Fructose, sucrose, it's all sugar. Yes, preach it, girl. Yes. Thank you, Karen. I'm doing my best. I do okay. I mean, I'm not trying, to be all falsely modest. I think I do pretty good. I think I do really good. But, I look at my these spear leaves that I call kind of a fleur-de-lis, and I look at hers on the video and in the pictures, and I feel like, okay, mine they don't quite compare to hers, but I'm pleased. I really had to take my time and watch my tension and try not to get big, loose stuff going on. I still have some loose stuff going on with this, but it's better. Yeah, no one's perfect. That's true. Sometimes there's not much you can do, but I do find that my plan right now, I'm losing, I want to say about a half a pound a day. And I do feel better. And I feel like it's not only attributed to what I'm eating, which is the carnivore diet. I know that's some people see that as really extreme. I get it. It's what's working for me. The going 18 hours between eating, my 6-hour daily eating window between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Also, my stem cell patches have been great. my recovery for aches and pains. I was sore yesterday. My back was sore. That is helping. And the fasting, according to Dr. Jason Fung, that of all the things that are happening to me biologically for doing that fasting, I mean, it is a whole complicated process for me to get to the point right now where I'm losing about a half a pound a day. I feel great. My blood work has always been really good. I had blood work done a year ago. I'm going to try to get it done again, maybe the first week in September in Idaho, and just check it again. The estrogen blocker. Oh my goodness, yes. All of that stuff, really. And what do they say? I'm not an expert on cancer and all of that, but they say it feeds on sugar. So thank you, food companies, for putting a cancer-causing agent, addictive ingredient into all of our food. Thank you. Thank you. I'm working. It's slow because this was the only thing I had to go this extreme with the fasting, the stem cells, the carnivore, in order to get my insulin working and my metabolism moving my weight again. It was estrogen fed. Okay. See, I had never heard that before, that cancer can be fed by estrogen rather than sugar. I did not know that. Okay, I know what I got to do here. Let's taking me forever to do this simple round because I'm just yak. Okay, but that's what we're here for, right? Just get on whatever subject wall. I'm working on the fruit garden. You guys working on all kinds of stuff. Here we go. One more leaf stem. Yeah, I got 2 and I got 3 over here. Good deal. Okay. I'm learning stuff here. And I realize most of you already knew this stuff. A lot of people do, because a lot of people have dealt with it themselves or have had someone in their lives. Yeah. I just haven't yet. Good job. Good job, Robin. You're becoming a real grown-up crocheter. I'm just saying. Never stop learning. That's right. Whether it's about cancer, even though it hasn't really touched me. Well, it has really touched me. Is it really, Ellen? Okay. Dooley's cancer. I wish the next time I see that doctor, I'd like to ask her what that particular kind of cancer, what does it feed on? What is it fed by? Oh, thank you, Kim. All I did was I'm on the other side of my dinette here. Instead of you facing the bedroom, now you're facing the front window. And I was going to leave those curtains open so that if the horses happen to come to the front of the motorhome begging for cookies, that you guys could catch a glimpse of them. But it was such a backlight. You know, we don't like this right here. That's a backlight. That right there is backlit. But that one was a really bad backlight. So thank you, Kim. Yeah, I like it too. I like it better. And plus the slide out is out. I have a ton of room in here. A ton. Because I spent a big shiny penny yesterday to have there's 2 air conditioners in here. One right there and one in the bedroom. And the one in the bedroom quit working. And because it is original to this motorhome, it was time for a new one. And this one I will have to replace too. It was just such a pretty penny that I told him, let's just replace the one while this one is still working. You know, I'll live. And, you know, because I have a priority of things, even though I don't want to put, like, I'm not going to remodel the interior like I was talking about before to make it all a craftsman style, because I don't want to keep this motorhome. I don't know if, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, for Ellen's husband. Um, if any of you know what a Lazy Days motorhome is, it's a thing. I mean, they have almost a cult following because first of all, they're not so they're made. They make they only produce about 50 a year from what I've heard because they are all made to order. They Oh, I love RVs. Yes, I do too. But they're poorly made. But the Lazy Days RV is done in a way they are higher quality and they do not make a bunch of them and send them out to dealers to sell them. They do not have any at their factory other than the different models, one of each, you know, kind of model that they use for test drive. A wolf puppy camper. Ooh, I'm going to look that up. Um, so you can go to the factory, test drive, you know, the different, you know, demo models they have there on the lot of the factory, but then you place an order. And last I heard, there was a 2-year waiting list. Okay, well, I am not going to get a brand new Lazy Days RV motorhome built for me. I am going, what I'm now, right now, I'm saving up money for a new motorhome, a new used motorhome. And I'm thinking of Lazy Days, a 30-foot. They have no slide outs because slide outs are a weak point in an RV. So they don't do slide outs, but they are so cool. And there are different models. So, and they all have the overhead, you know, that Class C always has that overhead bed area over the cab. Well, that's storage for me. That's where all my yarn goes. But they either have like a fold out thing in the living room with a rear bath, or in the back they have like 2 couches along the side that fold out and make a bed. I don't want that. I've never heard of that. I have never heard of that. So I'm going to look up both of these here in a second. And then there's the wolf puppy. I want to try those. So, I'm going to look those up. It's a pull behind. It's a trailer. Okay. Well, the other model of Lazy Days is a mid bath and then a kitchen and then, you know, a living room, but they have a queen size in the back and you can walk all the way around it. That's what I want because it's hard to make a bed when you can't walk all the way around it. It drives me nuts. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kim. So anyway, I want a Lazy Days. I'll look those two up as soon as I get these leaf stems done on this acanthus. Okay, one more leaf stem. This one. A bed in the back. This one has the queen size in the back, and it's great. The Lazy Days setup is better, way better than this one, and it's 30 foot, where this thing is a 36, and it's bigger than I want. Yes, I have a lot of room in here right now, and my mom and Aunt Martha love that there's so much room. Oh, how could you go to a smaller motorhome? No, there's a reason why I want to go to a smaller motorhome. I want to go to a 30 foot. 30 foot is the biggest, from what I understand. Maybe you know this, Dolly. From what I understand, some of these national parks have a limit of how long your RV can be. Small RV. That's maybe so You might not like it, but it's very nimble. Yeah, nimble. Yes, yes. Yeah, and see, I want smaller than this one, so parking is easier to find. But I want to be 30 foot or under. I don't want 26. I want like 29, 30 foot, so that I can go into all the parks. There's not like a length limit that would apply to me. And just parking but the class A's look like they have a lot of storage. They really, from what I've been learning, class C's actually have more storage, especially with that upper bed up there that I would be using for storage. So yeah, I want a class C. I had a class C once. It was a Toyota Dolphin, and I loved that thing. It was 28 foot. It was great. It was falling apart, of course, like this one. 3, oops, I gotta put stitch markers in. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. In the tips of these leaf stems so that I can find them later. Okay. I have 6 leaves on that one. I didn't put a stitch marker in. Okay. I'm going to look that up as soon as I'm going to look up both of those RVs. Okay, there's where is that coming out? Yeah, that comes out. And then slip stitch to join. They are pretty small, very limited, and I tell you what, I don't know about you, but heat you can work on. I mean, if your furnace isn't working or whatever your heat source isn't working, if you've got an inverter, you can plug in. Like I've got this, a friend of mine was getting rid of her, those little stand-up plug-in heaters that if you turn on the one setting, it looks like a fireplace, looks like a really bad imitation of a fireplace. No slide outs. Absolutely. We did travel in that RV from Ohio to the top of Oregon. Then down. So like Portland. And then I've seen it all from the Grand Canyon to Painted Desert. Oh, you so faithful. We have an old Jayco with the bed over the front end, bathroom in the back. Okay. See, yeah. Yeah, slide outs are they're a weak spot. So regulated, yeah. Okay, so that round is done, but I need to put in a couple of stitch markers here at the tip of those leaf stems. And I'm going to go ahead and weave in those ends while we're sitting here. Jaycos are well known. I loved my Dolphin. I loved it. But it needed to go to someone who could take care of it. It was falling apart. I sold it on eBay. Who would have thunk? And that kind of got me started on eBay. Well, no, I was already started on eBay. I sold something. No, I started it on eBay. That's when I started eBay. Was when the first thing I sold was that Dolphin motorhome. Okay, leaf stems done. Ours is big. It's a 2-bed setup and opens to both sides, but we don't have it opened. It was used. But yes, right. Okay, Ellie. I have had, and will not go without a slide again. However, yes, yeah, I mean, slides can be repaired, but it's a weak point as far as water. Hi, Lorley. Hi. So as soon as I weave in these ends, I got to get these ends sewn in. 38-foot fifth wheel. If we ever get a different one, definitely be considered 30 feet. I love that we have 2 bathrooms, but yeah, it's nice. The space is nice. Yeah, exactly, Robin. And everybody has a different, set of must-haves for their RV, right? Or your home or whatever, your car. My must-have is the bed in the back and to walk around. And I love that Lazy Days has more of, a side table, a better setup for side tables than what I have in this thing. The slide out does make it huge in here, which feels very, luxurious to me. That's great, but it's not my priority. I want the setup right. I want to go smaller because parking is always an issue. And I'm very sensitive to parking issues, mostly because I'm a truck driver. Okay. So before I weave in ends, let's be sure. Okay. I got 3 leaf stems on this side, and then you turn it, and then you miss this top and bottom that you just pin that in to that picot. And then I've got 3 leaf stems on this side. Okay, no more 5 leaf. Yeah, Kim, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I want some room. I mean, I do want 30 foot because this is a living situation. But I'm telling you, thank you, Dolly. I'm telling you, I would go if I wasn't living in this, and it's still in my mind to do the ambulance build out because ambulances are built strong. They already have the basic, the wiring, the AC, the heating. They have, storage. They have a ton of storage. They're built like a tank. They're built to withstand a rollover. Thank you, Dolly. And I already have the design in my head. I could definitely make that look like a craftsman style. But that's a long process too. So, going with this motorhome, getting talked into buying this thing, something to be said for something that you buy used that's already complete. So, okay, so a Lazy Days motorhome. It's like a cult following. They are built better than any of these. I don't know what like the Marathon, the Beaver coaches, the huge buses. That's a different deal. That is like, hi Maritza. That is not, to me, that's not an RV. That is a motor coach. That's a different deal. And as far as I know, those are made high quality, as far as I know. I don't know any different. I don't know anybody who's had one. So, okay, weaving in ends. Okay, I think my light's getting dim. I'm getting dim with age. Okay, weaving in through a chain. That's always fun. And trying to make it look nice. But it is, the chain that I'm weaving into is a framework. So it's not like I have to put stitches into the chains. That's a good thing. Hi, Wanda. Delivery made, headed to pick up, then heading for North Carolina. Good deal. Okay. Okay. 2. I'm really picky about the back looking good. It's hard to do. 30 foot is great. Wait a 30. When we're having 3 adults, 2 kids. Sometimes we bring a friend. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, once, now that I've had a couple years, 2, 3 years practice of, limited space, getting rid of extra. I do not keep a yarn stash. You guys know. I only have yarn for projects, and finding, organizing the space for that. It has really worked out well for me, and I feel like I can go shorter. There we go. Last pass through that chain. I want the back to look nice. I never get it to look as nice as the front, but I want it to look decent. Okay, one more end to weave in on this, and I can get back to hi Cindy. Then I can get back to round 10, which is these 6 leaves, 4 rounded, 2 spears, fleur de lis type. Well, and to me, it's an emotional thing for me too, Robin. A lot of people feel comforted by the fact that they have a yarn stash, and I get that. I totally get it. I feel that way about other things, but with yarn, to me, it's an emotional burden to have. Carrie, I thought that too. Because on Google Maps it says permanently closed. I know, Robin. It's just a different feeling for me. I feel like it's a burden to have all this perfectly good yarn, and I hate the idea that precious yarn is going to get wasted. Because with me, I tease you about this. I personally, if I waste that yarn, I'm going to feel horrible about it. I will. Yes, I get that, Karen. See, you guys have a different situation too. So back to the lazy days. On Google, it says permanently closed, but I am seeing people saying, yes, we have a brand new one. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe they move locations. I don't know. Because they were like right out of Pomona area. I forget. Right there by Pomona, but not Pomona. So I don't know if they're actually closed. I think it's confusing because they may have moved places, or it was closed during the pandemic and they're back to, because I see people talking about brand new Lazy Days. But if you look up Lazy Days RVs, you can on YouTube, you can see the different layouts and used ones that people have bought. That spear is not as pretty as I'd like it to be, but at least it's in the right shape. So it's going to do. Oh my goodness, that is sad. That is sad. So they're going to be even more rare. That is really sad. You're probably right that they closed. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, I feel burdened. Yeah, we don't do that here, Maritza. I feel burdened because I can't stand the idea that yarn isn't being used. Oh, that gives me mixed feelings because I don't want anybody to, take away from the fact that it was family. I think it was family owned, and it was 100% made to order. And even on the plate over here that said Lazy Days RVs, it said made for the such and such family. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll watch and see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking at a pretty used one that is still in good shape. But that's still going to cost somewhere between like $20,000 and $30,000. So I just got to keep saving. Save, save, save. And they are very retro. I mean, they still kind of have an 80s design to them, which, that is one that I would put money into to try to make look like my beloved, craftsman style. I don't feel great wearing it, but I'm getting okay. Yeah. See, I get that way, but others don't feel that way. So I get it. And I tease Robin a lot. We give each other a bad time. Oh, thanks, Karen. What I needed with an RV. Mr. showed up with one and off we went. I learned as we traveled. Like an oven. Okay, so you didn't go with, I like having an oven, but if I had, instead of that microwave, if I had the microwave, air fryer, convection combination like I have in the big truck, like Wanda has in her truck, I don't know. I use it for storage too with my cast iron pan, some of my baking stuff, but I don't have the air fryer combination in here. So I do use the oven. But our only maid second pass, finally getting my second pass here. Okay, finish that. I have a feeling your husband's very right. Whatever he said, Doris. Yeah. Okay. Third pass. Finally getting my third pass done here. Ooh. Yeah. With 2x4 construction and aren't economical. Yeah, they're really not made for it. I do it. A lot of people do it. They do a lot of things to, customize to make it better, but no, they're not made for that. And they're very disposable. I have never used the convection oven part of my 3-way. I love the air fryer. And people say, oh, they're the same thing. I'm telling you, it cooks different. I don't know how, but it cooks different. My steak comes out very different. So there's some kind of difference. I don't know what it is. But I love using the air fryer. And if I had that in here, yeah, I might consider getting rid of the oven. But it's good storage for my cast iron. And then there's a drawer underneath it. It's not huge, but I can fit my coffee, my percolator, which I need to get going again. My coffee can, this thing, I usually just put that stuff in the sink if I'm going somewhere. Let's get this sucker going. Yeah. Fire it up. Oh, I love perch coffee, you guys. 20 minutes till I can eat, but I probably won't. I'm going to breathe and relax. They're totally different. Yes, I think they are. And I'm not baking anything. Like I'm not baking brownies or cookies or anything like that. Would I roast a small ham? I might. Cook a whole chicken? Yeah, I think I would. Oh, I use my stovetop every day. Every day. Every day I use it. I use it in my, I got one of those, some of you may remember. Hi, Melanie. Bye, Karen. I got one of those Smithy Ironworks, cast iron 10-inch pans. Oh, I'm throwing rocks at my lodge. Throwing rocks. Yeah, that's, well, microwave, convection oven, crock pot, air fryer, nothing else. Yeah. And I have crock pots. Hi, Diana. Yes, I am. I am. Chicken and ham and convection. I see. I'm an oven person. You figured out how to use a convection oven, and you know the difference. I just know that it's different. I don't know why. But, that's something to learn, right? And I haven't learned that. I think I'm still hanging on to my oven. But for those of you who don't do an oven, my hat's off to you. I could do a small turkey in there. Oh, and make my pork rind stuffing. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, you guys. So the ends are wove in on round 9 of the acanthus, and see, like, top and bottom at these, I pinned in these picos to the round 8, which is this color, the ocean. And then I have 3 stems, leaf stems on each side. So this is starting to move into a rectangular shape motif for in the end. So now I need to get rid of my knife. Thank you. Inversion hot plate for boiling. Oh, that's cool. I have a teapot. A metal, like a stainless steel chrome on the outside teapot that I put on the stove. You know what, Robin, too? Here's my confession. Using the gas cooktop, I have memories of that with my dad. We had this old piece of junk, just one axle, no dualies, just one axle, tiny little dome shape, metal camp trailer. And it was from like the 50s. And we hunted in it. We went to black powder rendezvous. We did everything in this rickety old thing. It was one room. There was no bathroom. You could do a little pump. Oh, thank you, Diana, for like spaghetti, mac and cheese. Yeah. We had a little pump to get water to come out of the faucet, because we would there was a little water tank, and Eddie would cook on that little stove. And of course, where did Daniel sleep? I don't remember. I don't think he went to very many of our rendezvous, my brother, with us, because like one side of the room was the little, like not even a full-size bed. And then, there was a little kitchen, and then the dinette, was flattened down for me to sleep on. We were in one room when we did all this. And so anything cooking on the stove, that feel of that heat, that kind of heat and that smell, that brings back memories for me. And then that Toyota Dolphin belonged to my dad and stepmom first. So we went hunting a lot in that thing. Loved it. So it's a memory thing for me, I think. Just kind of brings me comfort. It's emotional. Okay, so next step is I'm going to take this from round 9 into round 10 with these leaves. Next, for my next trick. Hold my beer and watch this. Oh, that's just a little too sweet. Okay. So let's do this. Give me the green. Okay, so you guys that have just come in, I'm working on the acanthus, which is a very big, complicated rectangle motif, but we take it in bite-sized chunks with the fruit garden pattern. This is, I got 4 of these of the purple aster. My colors are a little rogue from hers. So I've got 4 of these squares. Teardrop. Kitchen and trunk. Oh my goodness. See, I've never seen one of those, but it was bigger than a teardrop. It was bigger than like the current teardrops that we have now. It was a little, just a hair bigger than that. Everything was enclosed inside. Okay. All right. So, and here are the squares that I have put together. That's for the center part of the blanket. And then I'll finish these squares that go in the center. And then there will be a border around this part of the blanket. And then there will be a couple more squares along with these acanthus rectangles going around. You know, that center part will have several rounds of a border. Then this and a couple other squares between them, you know, around that center part, and then more border. So I got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. Oh, I love the way this feels though. And this is the blanket that I'm going to just try to find a place to, like a shop to sell it at. Someplace that gets a lot of traffic and clients who appreciate handmade. So where is my spring green? Hello. Hello. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You got away from me. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Working on the leaves. Let's see, I got 2 of those made. I've got 8 of these made. Look at all those stitch markers. Yes. Okay. Here we go now. She's starting to boil. She's starting to boil. I'm going to dump out this too sweet stuff. I got too much stevia in there. Okay, so the first of 3 is where we started, right here. Okay. And then 5 between those. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Melanie. It is a lot of work. I am putting hours and hours and hours, like maybe even over 100 hours of work into this. So if it does sell, I will be patient because it's not going to sell for cheap. But first, it's got to go in the county fair so that I can get an evaluation of my work. Thank you, Lorley. Okay, I got 3 of those now. I gotta join here. Do-do-do. Love it. What are you guys working in that have come in recently? What projects are you on? Of course, I'm doing the fruit garden. That's what we're all about today. Oh, good. It's starting to perk. Turn it down a little bit. Not too much. I want some perk going on. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so then we go. These are fiddly. Not so much, Trudy. Okay, my lights are, I'm going dim. I do too. I love those memories. I love those memories. There, I need light. Merino wool into swaths to dye later. Oh, you're going to, so you dye it after you crochet it into something. Okay. Sophie's Universe. Good job, Melanie. Okay. Let's see here. The placement of these stitches in these leaf stems is pretty crucial here. And my tension on top of that. It's a good thing I got a table to let this for this year's county fair. But oh, that's awesome, Doris. I want to know how you do. So having this set on the table rather than holding it up is going to help me with the weight of it, making my stitches bigger than I want them to be, especially on these leaves. I really have to. It's not that I have to concentrate so much on the pattern. Like I don't have to sit here and read the pattern anymore, but I have to concentrate on my tension and what I'm doing to this, to my loops. What the heck was that? Okay, here's the thing. I know here's a message I just got. Does anybody know, or can you look up where is the 707 area code from? Okay, so Ron Murphy is our preacher. We don't have pastors, bishops, we don't have all that. We have preachers. They're preachers. We have deacons and elders. We don't have pastors. They're just preachers, elders, deacons in our church. I wish we could add pictures here, but I do understand why I sounded good. Oh, yeah. I just got a text message from a 707 area code that says, "Good morning, Dana. This is Pastor Ron Murphy." Ron Murphy's not a pastor. He's a preacher. Lorelei, I would love for you to email me a picture. And if you don't mind, I can share it. Because I love the willow squares. And then please keep me updated. What county are you in up there? I really want to know how you do in the county fair. I'm really interested in this. I'm going to see. Diana, send me a picture. Yeah. So Dana, good morning. This is Pastor Ron Murphy. I urgently need a favor from you. Please reply as soon as possible. Blessings. Con artist. I'm going to reply, operator. And detective. This is the number I want you to trace. Send. Santa Cruz? Are we talking about the lazy days again? Santa Cruz. Let's see. Let's just bring it up. Hello. Lazy Days RV. It came up right there. What? Oh, what? No. Oh, no, that's not right. I found a Lazy Days RV of Portland. They don't spell it the same. And oh, what a ripoff of a name. That's a ripoff of that name. I spelled it wrong. Why am I getting so many pop-ups? Lazy Days. D-A-Z-E-R-B. End of the line for Lazy Days, a one-of-a-kind RV builder. Oh! LazyDays.com. Here we go. Oh, wrong Lazy Days. Ugh, that's irritating. They have really ripped off that name. Okay. Website. Oh, that is just so sad. Oh, I want to see this Lazy Day owners groups. Montclair, California. Okay. You may have been talking about something else. Butte County. Okay. In Arca. Okay. That's DAYS in Florida. This is LAZY space DAZE. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and send it to Pastor who's not a pastor, Ron Murphy. Oh, and then, oh man. Okay. I'm going to send that screenshot. Bless them out. I love that. Hi, Connie. Ron Murphy. I just blocked those scammers. Well, they're blocked. They're going to be blocked now. But I had to play with them a little bit and make them think that I had a operator, you know, a telephone tech and a detective just waiting for them so that they could trace the number. Not that I actually did. So block number and delete conversation. There we go. All done. Oh, thank you, Robin, for the hugs. Yeah. Oh, we've had a whole conversation about food today. There's the half. Okay, this one's the double. I have to be very careful. My light is terrible. Okay. It's another double. Ugh, don't stretch out the stitches. I hate that. Hate that. Oh, thank you, Carrie. But it's not like Gem County where there's only one person entering horribly made crochet items. No, they have. I'm going to have real competition. Okay, let this rest. I'm going to throw out this way too sweet coffee. Dude, you should come out and go potty. I know you got to go potty. I'm going to leave this door open for you. Where are you? Oh, he's holding down the bed. Okay. Doing my coffee. Oh, I need a little salt. Open up. Open. Okay, so there's that. And not so much sweet this time. Too much. Too much stevia. Ugh. Ugh. I have to be careful with stevia too. But so far things are working. My metabolism is working. The scales are moving again. I feel good. My recovery time when I get sore is cut down tremendously, like by 80%. Okay, salt. Real salt. Redmond's real salt here, everybody. Ugh. Ugh. I got it in a tub in here. I got it in a shaker in that truck, but okay. Now I got me some Pert coffee. Yay! And then back to the acanthus, working on those leaves. Oh, something just made a noise at me. Okay. I love my little home. Love my little home. Okay. Okay, I'm going to check that email. Adrenal. Okay, so I don't use something from Amway, Melanie. I use Dr. Berg, his stuff. And what do I use? Here it is. Dr. Berg. I know it's backwards. Adrenal and cortisol support. I take one of these at night. Let me find you Dr. Berg's website real quick. Find this website. Okay. What is with this pop-up? Something has... Dr. Berg's supplements. Here we go. He's also on YouTube. Here we go. Okay. It's www.drberg.com. Here you go. So copy, get back to where we were. Okay, so you and Cushing's. I didn't know people could get Cushing's. Okay, so here is the link for Dr. Berg. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. All right. So drberg.com. Yeah, he's great. I love Dr. Berg. And he's all over YouTube also. So I hope that helps. I take these at night. Okay. This is very, very hot. Then I gotta get back to my leaves. You got a lot of competition in yours, Lorelei? Okay. Not in Gem County, let me tell you. Totally different part of the state, too. Let's see. Okay, so I did the single, half, double. We need to do a half. Oh, I need better light. Mom's mowing. She probably wants to know what I'm sitting around here doing. Okay. Got that. Now I got to do the tip of the leaf. That's why I got a stitch marker in it. Yay. Got that one done. There's actually 2 loops going under on this side of the leaf. Okay. Whew. Oh, let me look. Hang on. Let me get down this side of the leaf. And I'll check my email. Thanks, Melanie. No, I distract myself a lot. Entering in my county fair, and crochet is not a category? Wow. What county is that? You're not in Marion County, are you? What county is that? Wow. I mean, crochet's not this obscure thing. It's a thing. Second double. Okay, so she wants light. Good, because that's what I ordered for her. Okay. Robin, that's what I already ordered for her. Good. It's coming here and I will. Oh, Lynn County. Okay. State Fair. I got a friend in the in the Gresham area crochet meetup. She is entering a couple of items just straight into Salem at the county fair or at the state fair. So apparently you don't have to win at the county level in order to enter to go on to state. Like well, at least back in the day in 4-H, that's how it worked. For livestock. Apparently it's not like that with adults fiber arts. Yeah, I'm entering Clackamas. I'm excited because as a kid, well, I entered Wasco County Fair with my mare horses. Huh. Yeah, my friend that does these Gresham area crochet meetups, she's just entering straight into the state fair. But I don't know. I'm going to enter Clackamas County. But as a kid, I showed mini lop rabbits at Clackamas County, and I took reserve grand champion for my one show bunny. And we went on to state and did horrible. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I am no expert. Okay, after the first leaf. Okay, there we go. It's a big thing at your state fair. I love that, Lauralee. I want to go to your. So, state fair, is that the one that's like the Boise Gem State Fair, or is there a separate fair? Because Gem County, I don't know. The fairs are a little weird in my area of the Treasure Valley. Over here, right next to this stem. Yeah, explain that a little bit, Lauralee. Isn't it the Gem Boise? Well, there's a Gem Boise County Fair, and then State Fair must be held in Boise, right? I didn't even looked it up because it was so weird, and competition at Gem County would be just all about my ego, so I can beat the really bad crocheter. That's not an honorable thing to do, Dana. So I'm not doing that. I have tried to encourage others, like a couple times I've, given information about entering my other friends in Gem County to enter the fair. So that it wouldn't just be me entering, but nobody did. So I just gave it up. And let the really bad crocheter have her day every year. Let her have it. And I wasn't encouraging them to ruin her fair. Lots of first place ribbons. Oh, wow. Okay. I wonder if that's a thing in these other fairs. Single half, double. Okay, here's where things get weird on this one. Like I said, I haven't entered since I showed my horse in 4-H and I showed my rabbit in 4-H. So it's going to be all new for me. And I think every fair in every state is different. So, okay, that goes right there. Hi, Debbie. I want someone who's considered, good enough to be a judge, whoever that is. And I don't know the background of any of these judges or who they are, but, I want to see how I stack up against other good crocheters. Okay, I got to do a picot. Picots are fun. Then I got to chain. Then I got to slip stitch down here. Oh, yeah, but don't make big sloppy stitches, Dana. We don't like big sloppy stitches. Slip stitch there. Hold my beer and watch this. Okay, I don't drink, but hold my beer and watch this. Working on that fleur-de-lis type spear leaf. Ow! Owie, owie, owie. Okay. Yeah, I want to try it, Debbie. I want to see how this works. Then I'm going to do what I encourage everybody else to do, and I'm going to put this thing up for sale in a shop somewhere. Put a price tag on it. But they don't YouTube? Okay. They should. It's a great resource. Okay, so that goes to the back. Push that to the back. And here's where it really gets tricky. Single crochet right there, double. Two together, two together, two together, two together, right? Oh, okay. Probably a good idea. I can see the wisdom in that. You have someone doing drive-bys on the judges' houses. How dare you? How dare you say that about my work? Do you get like, so they just give us a report card and a ribbon. Miami is again looking for property in Idaho. We found, where's Naples? Naples or Napa? Did you mean to say, let me see. Is there a Naples, Idaho? See, I'm not an expert on. There is a Naples, Idaho. Where is that? Lorley, do you know? Oh, it's along the 95. Let's see, how far up? I've never been through there. Oh, boy. Oh. Very north. You are north of Sandpoint. You're north of Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna give you my impression of what happens up there, and I think that is horse country. Okay, so bye, Ellie, and they take our names off and we are numbers. Okay. I didn't, you know what? I got glimpses of it. That those people are just too much crazy even for me. Nothing's going to make sense in it. I'm not going to be satisfied by it. So I just, whatever. I really kind of, anyway, Doris, I think, Robin, are you still here? You might back me up on this. It's very conservative, which I like. I am, and see, Robin and I are opposite ends of the political social spectrum. I am very conservative. I am a deplorable. There's no doubt about that. My impression of that area is they go too far. So Robin, yes, we are opposite. Robin, so look up where Naples, Idaho is. And so we're talking about if you took the 90 into Coeur d'Alene and you went north on the 95 past Sandpoint, about halfway between Sandpoint and the Canadian border, right before you get to Bonner's Ferry, are we talking white supremacists? Yes, white supremacy country, white supremacist, militia type, too far concerned. Yeah, Doris, we're talking a little bit violent. So it's up there by, yeah, up there right before you get to Bonner's Ferry. So I would say, just looking at the map, it is about halfway between Sandpoint, Idaho. It's up in the Panhandle and the Canadian border. And I do believe we're talking about white supremacists. Yeah. So like, yeah, how can you be too conservative, right? You know, in our version of it. No, we're talking, yeah, white supremacist militia types is what I've read about. I don't know. Robin knows more because she's right there in Spokane, but that's what I've heard. And of course, there might be a little bit of agenda pushing, you know, from, excuse me, Robin, there are those on either side that push an agenda that isn't quite clear, that isn't quite the truth. Not everybody on either side does that, but there could be some, maybe a little bit of propaganda. We do it, they do it, whatever. That could be a thing. I don't know. It's just a guess. But yeah, I don't like them either, Diana. Okay, let me go to mail. Let's see this other window. Let's see. Inbox. Hello. Refresh. There we go. My swath. After dyeing it, I will frog it. Ooh. So you dye it after you crochet it. Very nice stitches, by the way. Very nice stitches. After dyeing it, I will frog it and rewind to make something. So you crocheted it first so that you could dye it, so you could have variations in the dye. Is that why you did that? Because that's, whatever you made is pretty. Ruby Ridge country, yes. Yes, no HOA, water rights. I get that. And let me tell you, it's beautiful work. So there are several versions of the Ruby Ridge story. But this old college boyfriend, now he went up to, let me get the name right. It was right off of like I-90, a little no name. I want to say like St. Marie's, but Rose Lake, Rose something was the name of this area. And Rose Lake, but Rose was, or St. Marie's, somewhere in there in northern Idaho, which is south of Interstate 90. And he bought a little 5-acre place about 6-7 years ago. And it put a little, I think they put a little cabin on it. I don't know. That was the plan. And he used it like as a second property. It was still a scary area. Yeah. Cause they're still there. Yeah. They're still there. And I think the people he was associating with and got talked into doing that, you know, cutting off those rifles, sawing off those shotguns for him. He just got approached by somebody in that group. Hey, would you saw off those shotguns for us? What would you charge us for that? And he's like, okay, I can do that. I think Sandpoint, you might be right about that. Oh, I bet it's beautiful. So yeah, that Ruby Ridge thing, somebody who was an undercover in that group, had, I think personally, my impression is that group was just wacky. But these people weren't like 100% involved in that group. They just, I think they appreciated the fact that they were very conservative, you know, too far conservative, because some of us are considered wackos. You know, they kind of found some somewhat like-minded people, but I don't think they were really into all the stuff. So this Sandpoint is a lovely, oh, it's artsy. Okay. So somebody undercover in that group approached this guy, father of what, 2? He's married. They lived like way off grid or whatever. And said, "Hey, would you saw off these shotguns for us? What would you charge?" He's like, "Okay, I'll do that." And he did it, and he sold it to him, and that's how he ended up being a criminal. And long story short, he was killed by the feds. There are a lot of different sides to how that whole standoff happened, and I don't know. I wasn't there. But then all the wackos came out to stand on the side of the road and turn it into something it wasn't, and blah, yeah. Wackos. Oh, I was in the middle of a Pico before I went off on that tangent. Yeah, you might get more of a feel for the community, Doris. And see what. Okay, what am I doing now? I don't know. I'm chaining 3. And I'm slip stitching down here. Yeah, get a feel for it. Maybe it isn't so. Maybe that Naples isn't, kind of like some of those areas around there. Okay, slip stitch into the next. Do a chain 3. 2, 3 for a picot. Yeah. And then a double. Okay, Dora. Yeah, I just check into it. I mean, there's one thing about being a very conservative Christian. Hello, those are my people. But that one, what gets me about these, and this is just my impression by watching TV, watching YouTube, blah, 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 about some of these white supremacist group. Yeah, I do think sometimes we're stomped on, not to the point to make it political, just because we are not, because we're not, a more diversified group. We're Heinz 57. I'm sorry, but there is no race of white. I don't believe there is a race of white. We're Heinz 57. We're a mix. I got a lot of German in me. I got a lot of the German race. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. And then they start bringing in religion into it. I'm sorry, there is nothing in scripture. I am not exactly a Bible scholar, but I've read a lot of scripture. There's nothing in scripture that says that what they're doing is right. Nothing. Yeah, I would just suggest doing some more research, Doris, because it may be not as bad as it's portrayed or all of that. And you might get along with a lot of people there. I don't know. Okay, so I did that. Okay, now I'm here. Okay. I keep stopping and forgetting. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful country. All of that country up there is just gorgeous. I prefer the dry stuff in Gem County, though. I like the dry. And honestly, after living in a semi-arid climate in eastern Colorado, it's not that dry. They think it's dry. That is not dry. 100% European. Yeah, you know what? I'm European too. So I've got just what I remember is mostly Irish when I spit in the tube. Yes. Great advice, Robin. That is perfect. Go to the source. Get the facts. We should probably do that for any area that we're moving into, right? That's a great idea. Okay, so I got one spear leaf done. Yeah, what kind of jobs? San Pete County. I remember from a long time ago, it was kind of elitist artist too. Well, because Coeur d'Alene Lake and all that area, and the impression I'm getting, there's a lot of like homes on that lake. It's a beautiful lake. So there's a lot of like second homes. So yeah, we might see it as elitist artsy. Others will see it as, they're people. Good point, Doris. Good. And again, I don't live there. Robin does. And these are just things that I see and hear, on social media. So I am not an expert. But if you wouldn't be plagued by, that kind of thing up there, I think it's a great conservative country to go to, if you can stay away from that. The owner of the main area has money and he runs everything. Okay. See? Okay. So he's catering to those kind of people in Coeur d'Alene. Maybe I should try to sell my blanket in Coeur d'Alene. Talking about finding the right kind of crowd. Coeur d'Alene Resort? Yeah. Okay. See, Robin knows way more about this than I do. I'm in kind of the trailer park version of Southwestern Idaho. That's where that is his and almost every other business. Oh, cool. See? Might be a place for me to do that. Okay, now we do half double. I'm doing a rounded. See, I did one rounded leaf already. It's taken me all this time. And then I did the spear leaf, which is like, yeah. Yeah, because that's the kind of community I'm looking for. And I think it should be I should, actually put it out in the spring when people are coming in, people who have second homes are coming in maybe for the summer. I'm just old country. I live in very rural Christian. That doesn't really understand half what's going on. Hello. Alphabets. Yes. Salmon. Yes. I've heard a lot of good things about salmon. Oh, was he shown? Oh, yes. Diana, I have 50 million. Look at this one. Tons. Right here. Oh, I need to put did I do that? Did I do that one? I didn't do that on this one. Thank you for mentioning stitch markers. Yeah, salmon area, banks, Banks, is it Banks that I'm thinking of, or up from Banks? Where's Banks is down here. Down here, down. There's Whitebird. I've never been to Whitebird. I'd love to. There's McCall. I've been to Cascade, but right. Okay, there's Eagle. Where is. So you go up from Horseshoe Bend. There it is, right there. And go to. Is that it? Banks is right on 55, but I'm thinking more of Crouch and Garden Valley. Of course, it might be hard to, I don't know how hard it is. Crouch and Garden Valley. I've been up in that area a lot, and I like that. Yeah. Wow. Lorelei, what do you mean? You mean like Banks and Crouch and Garden Valley? Yeah. That's more that, I'm familiar with that place. And I don't believe that, you have the same potential concerns that you might have up there. But man, if you don't have those concerns being up there, that would be a lovely conservative area. Lovely. So I got that done. But this one, oh yeah, that one's fine. I hear the lawnmower. Whatever. Okay. Which part, Diana? Those are done. Those are done. Bye, Doris. Doris, I know it's a long, long ways to go to Gresham for one of their meetups. I'd love to see you there. But also, you and I can meet somewhere between here and where you're at, maybe Salem or something, to meet up and crochet. Okay, have a good day. This one is around. Oh, are my markers? Yes. Well, it's a very complicated motif, this acanthus. So, yeah. Two, three. Now, what am I doing next? Oh, a half. True. True. Okay. Tell us what it is again. It's rough and stuff, and I can hardly crochet. And you're doing a market bag. So I was saying scratchy and sturdy. I think actually for a market bag, it should be soft and sturdy. Yeah, true, Diana. Soft and sturdy, I think, are the two S's for like a market bag. Where if you want a dishcloth, you want scratchy and sturdy. Market bag, soft and sturdy. Or squishy and sturdy. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, see, I may have led you astray. by saying scratchy and sturdy, that's peaches and cream, where I think, is it Lion Brands cotton? You want soft and sturdy. Yeah, so you don't want scratchy and sturdy. You want soft and sturdy. So nitpicks like dishy. I don't think dishy would work. Some of you have like, would I love this cotton work? Is that soft and sturdy? I rehanged a skin of yarn because it was gifted to me. Tobacco smell washed in the same. Oh, good. I'm glad it worked. Okay, so I did. Wait a minute. I did 3. I did half, double. I'm doing a half. Where am I? Doing a half. I was in mid stitch. So something soft, but not like, you know, too drapey. You want something that has some firmness to it, but not scratchy. Yeah. And I don't know what cotton that is. Maybe. I have stuff that was made out of kitchen cotton, and I don't know. Yeah, and see, for a market bag, yeah, I definitely led you astray, giving you the wrong 2 S's for a bag, for a market bag. And it was in one of the classes that I'm taking now. A cotton blend would be a great idea, Diana. Soft but sturdy, that will hold up shape but not scratch you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going across the top. Then we go here. And here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. So, it's great for a test, for testing your pattern. Yeah, I get it. If you've got all that and you're testing out a new pattern that you're designing. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I got round leaf, spear leaf, round leaf. Then I went across the top. Now I got to do another round leaf. Let's see here. And this part is hard. I got to get over here in the light. Because finding the back side of that chain. And then at the same time, I've got to be sure, because it only goes through one strand. I don't want to stretch that strand out and make a gap. So I'm really trying to be careful with good tension on my stitches, but not pulling up on that strand. Hold it with my fingers. Is that making sense to anybody? Oh, see, pulling up on those strands. I don't like that. Jack still hasn't gone out to pee. The dog holds it a long time. Oh, cool. My Lizzie blanket is up in that cupboard over the bed. Because I'm really bad about getting things done. So I'm concentrating on this. I'm making the fruit garden blanket, Diana. The link to the playlist is in the description box. It's a Janie Crow pattern. Lovely, lovely pattern. And this is just one of the, there are 8 of these very complicated motifs. Okay, so that's a double. This is a half right here. Okay. Yeah, and a lot of us are making it. I mean, you don't have to make it, sitting working on it when you're in this live, but a lot of us here are making it kind of at the same time. So that's why I call these lives fruit garden parties. Okay, very nice. There we go. Another stitch mark. Okay, so now we go into that one. It's hard to get into. Dang, that is hard to get back into that baby. Back into that stitch. There we go. Had to use a hook. Okay, there we go. Now I'm coming down the back side of one of these rounded leaves. And that side's easier. Thank you, Diana. I'm using a bamboo cotton blend in a DK, Stylecraft Naturals. Tell us all about it, the Lizzie giveaway, Robin. Type it out. Let's get a link. Let's do all the things. Okay. Double, double. Single. Whew, another leaf down. These are not easy, let me tell you. Let's see that. Okay, now. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. God, what is with these dang pop-ups? I can't fudge this. I have made another mistake in this motif. I'm missing a chain. Oh, and it's right at the, oh man. I'm missing a chain space back on round 9. I have to redo round 9 again. Okay. Woosa. Woosa. Okay. I'm not going to have a fit about it. It is what it is. Okay. Let's get those stitch markers back in those tips of those. Because I was talking. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is going to be the most perfect one. Oh, stitch marker right there. Okay. As one of my crochet teachers always said, I get to enjoy doing it again. The giveaway is for everyone who is following and involved with the Lizzie crochet along. I am currently doing. Basically, if you are substantially finished with your Lizzie by the end of the cow. Okay, not me. Disqualified. Woosa! That I am doing a drawing for people who sent me pictures of their blankets. Cool. So I just ripped out what I had done on round 10, and I'm going to cut out round 9. I may have to order another ball of this particular color. We'll see. I think I need to order another ball of indigo too. So Woosa. That's right, Melanie. Woosa. You know what would make me feel better? Is if I pan-fried a steak and put some blue cheese crumbles on it. It is a neat idea for a giveaway, right, Lorley? Okay, I'm going to close this up. Let's see. 11. Okay. So we're coming up on 3 hours, you guys. So I am going to, this is a point where I need to just not only whoosab and not jump right back into, doing that round. Oh my goodness, Ron. So for those of you, that's hysterical. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So for those of you who weren't here when I got that fake scam, I got a text message. It said, "Hey, this is Pastor Ron Murphy. I need a favor from you." Well, first of all, hello, oodles and caboodles. First of all, we don't use the term reverend, pastor, bishop. We have a preacher who is not the head of the church. The head of the church, the men who run the church are the elders. Because it's according to scripture. The deacons are workers and the preacher is a preacher. Okay, they're preachers, they are not pastors. So I got this message earlier. It says, "Hi Dana, this is Pastor Ron Murphy and I need a favor from you." And of course my response, I knew immediately this was Ron would never do that. Ron would never do that in the first place. And besides, he doesn't go by pastor. And so I put, "Operator and detective, this is the number I would like you to trace." And then I blocked him. Because it's so anyway, I gave the impression that I was having his number traced. So it wasn't just a message, it was a text on my phone. He got my phone number and he texted me. So obviously this guy has gotten a hold of our church directory. So, but I screenshotted all that before I blocked him, and I sent a Facebook Messenger message to Ron and a laughing emote, right? And he goes, "I hope you realize this is a scam. Someone has apparently gotten a hold of our church directory. Many of our members, including myself, have gotten this. Thanks." And I said, "Absolutely." But it cracked me up, Pastor Ron. Ha. And he goes, "That is funny. I go by," and in quotes, he puts, the Most High Right Reverend. So obviously it's fake. Ha ha ha. The Most High Reverend. Oh yeah, Robin knows. I'm not doing the challenge. I just heard about it yesterday between Robin and Darla talking about it. Yeah, I thought these texts coming from Robin from the Dominican Republic. I'm like, okay, prove it's you. Blah. I made her jump through hoops, and it was her. I have a couple of okay. Yahoosa. This trucker's life is live on YouTube. If anybody likes to watch him drive down the road, if you're looking for a driving down the road trucking video, there's Robert. Okay, woosah. So while we're sitting here, I am going to cut this out. I got my scissors, and I'm going to cut round 9 out because I already wove in the edges. Woosah. So let's just check it one more time. Okay, it goes boop, boop, into the picot, boop, boop, leaf, boop, boop, leaf. And then here, boop, boop, leaf. Here, boop, boop, picot. And here I screwed up, and I've already wove the ends in. So, and I can't pick it out because I do a very good job of weaving in ends. So I'm cutting it out, and I'm starting over on round 9. Again, this will be my 3rd time doing round 9 on this particular square. Yeah, he's the Most High Reverend. That is hysterical. That is definitely a Church of Christ joke. For those who don't get it. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Watch me cut a whole round of yarn out. If anybody can't, viewer discretion advised. This may hurt somebody's feelings. Somebody might be triggered by this. Okay, here we go right here. Oh, yeah. Selena Baca Crochet. Okay. You will not do another cow. What do you mean? But stay tuned for the next one sometime in the near future. Okay. Yes, scammers are everywhere. Well, I got cocky. Yeah, I got a little arrogant there and tried. But you're right. So this is the second time I've cut this out. So yeah, if anybody's feelings are hurt by me cutting this whole round out and not trying to unweave it, you might want to look away. You might want to tune into Robert at This Trucker's Life. Not Trucking Life, but This Trucker's Life. He's got a different one that is, the name of it is similar to. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'll have to do this again. Whoo-wee. Spine, 8 pain shots into his spine. He's been in so much fun. A lot of people, including myself, have had pretty good luck with using these LifeWave patches that I'm using, but they are not an overnight thing. They are not overnight. But my recovery time, every time I get sore, is like 80% faster. Like yesterday, man, I really had a sore back for some reason, and I don't know why, but probably because I'm old and fat. But I don't feel it today. It's Yarn is in the washer. Okay. So anyway, LifeWave patches. There's a lot of science behind it. So, and it's what I'm thinking of when people are talking about pain. A lot of tests, there's like people who talk about their experience with it, and there's a lot of, after surgery kind of pain, and medical pain, pain from medical procedures and healing time being cut down to a fraction of what it normally would have been. I don't know. But they're kind of expensive. In fact, I got to order some more today. Okay. Here we go. Woosa. So as soon as I get this cut out, then I'm going to stop and go cook something to eat, because I haven't ate since like 1 or 2 o'clock yesterday. So big, long intermittent fasting, delayed eating time, which has also been helping me a lot. That's too funny. Not the frogging. My brain typed flogging. Freuding. I get to enjoy doing it again, according to one of my crochet teachers. She taught me to do, well, the first one taught me to do a granny square too, but then I was retaught to do the granny square by my friend at church. That's how she used to say it when I'd find a mistake, which was lots of them. So I will cook while that's cooking, I will get some I'm not going outside in my pajama bottoms. Okay. Woosa. Woosa, cutting it out. There's round 9. So don't watch me if you want to watch perfect crocheting, because it's not going to happen here. But I sure love this round 7 and 8. This is Ocean in the Stylecraft Naturals, Bamboo and Cotton. And she used a mint green. I like this better. So before you go, paint patches haven't worked. It's not a paint patch. He has stenosis of the spine. Yeah, it's not a paint patch. They're called LifeWave, and they do have a patch that is, more designed specifically for pain, but most they are stem cell patches. And after, it took about 2 months for me to realize that they were working, that recovery time. It's helping me with, even though I do a lot of skincare, and I show that on the other channel. Speaking of which, I'll do this again before we go. Part of this Ideal Radiance that I'm giving away over on the other channel. Here's, yeah, because that's starting to show up again, because I don't set it with like my powder mineral makeup. But anyway, I started to notice, an even more of a difference in this is how much I'm using. More of a difference in my skin. Because, see, I got some sags and jowls and things going on here. But like most of these wrinkles, I was really wrinkled. I mean, I look like a paper map. Oh, to the LifeWave? Yes. Let me make sure. Is it in the description box? I'll look in a second. So there goes that scratch that I have. It's not going away as fast. Of course, now, the scratch is almost healed now. So there we go. This stuff has a little tint to it, and it's healing. So there's a link in the description box to the to this stuff and to the giveaway over on the other channel for this stuff. And let me see. Didn't I put it in there? Let me see if it's in the description box. Oh, I gotta connect who's this? That's funny. The most high right reverend. It's just so funny. That's Christian humor. Okay. Not there. It's over here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. No, it is not in the description box. Let's look over here. Where's my LifeWave link? Oh, there we go. It's over on the other channel, LifeWave patches. Let me grab that real quick. And I'll put that link in the where are we? There. Oh, here we go. Dawn, yes, there's our lucky winner. Okay. Let's do this. Two-Ponies. Here we go. Dana. Two-Ponies. There we go. I'll get that link for you right now for those patches. Mute. Here we go. LifeWave patches. Get back over to you guys. Here we go. Paste. I'm going to try that new technology out of Rexburg. The college kids have worked on an electrical pain signal interceptor patch. Oh, cool. There you go. There's the LifeWave link. So LifeWave patches have done a huge thing for me. It's just taken, it takes a while. Right. Yeah, Lorelei, I can say the same thing about LifeWave. Over 20 years of research into these patches. So we're not just talking about somebody selling snake oil. It's a stem cell reactivant. Now I'm taking the two different kinds. The X39 patch. 39 is the one that's like an overall. And then there's the one that goes on my navel right below my belly button. That's the X49 patch, which is like a companion patch to that. So I'm actually using 2 patches a day. Spendy. But anyway. Jack, you should go outside and go potty. So I'm going to show this. The college, but it's kids that go there. Okay, so I'm going to show this stuff to you one more time. Here's round 10 of the acanthus with the 6 leaves, 4 round and 2 spear shaped. And then the purple aster. I just finished 4 of these. I think the hollyhock is next. I'm not positive. And these are the ones that I've put together of the forget-me-not, the columbine, and the clementine. So you get about 30-day supply of them. Yes, I have coffee. And it's working. I mean, I'm losing about a half pound a day. So they're 12 hours on, 12 hours off for the ones I'm using. So there's a 30-day supply in each envelope. I put these both on at 6 a.m. I take them off at 6 p.m. And if I miss the alarm or whatever, it's no big deal. Just take them off, put them on, whatever. But they're meant to be used 12 on, 12 off. Yeah. So anyway, gonna redo this after I have my meal for today, which is going to be steak and blue cheese crumbles. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for coming in and joining me. Most of you have stayed here the whole time, and it's over 3 hours. Right? Yeah. Give it a try, Lorelei, and let us know how it works. And boy, that willow blanket, I'd love a picture of that. Email me that. Okay? Okay, I love you guys. Bye.